Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be going over my Amber Dragon deck. So this one is probably the not as strong, it's not as strong as the what everyone's calling good stuff Kagero in terms of consistency, but it is probably arguably more fun to play just because if you're a Kagero player who played Kagero to climb to legend in the first season, I mean, you might be suffering from a little bit of burnout by now playing Kagero through the second season, so it's nice to actually change up the lineup a bit. Amber Dragon, I think, it's very refreshing to play Amber Dragon than to just be playing Ghost of Kagero all the time. Because playing the same deck over time, honestly, is gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna cause burnout and you're gonna lose interest in the game. But unless you're just completely obsessed with playing Kagero, then that's totally fine. But I thought I would do an Amber Dragon deck profile to show you guys my take on the deck and get your thoughts on the lineup or the choices. So, start off, we have run 4 Amber Dragon. Amber Dragon Eclipse it's a Type 1 ride chain. I call it Type 1 ride chain. There's Type 0, Type 1, and Type 2. Depends on who you talk to in terms of like the style of ride chain. But essentially, Type 0 is Galahad and Tsukuyomi, which are the best ride chain type. And then Type 1 is Amber Dragon and the Shadow Paladin one, and basically the one like Enigman, those type of ride chain where basically what you want in your opening hand is the grade 1. So you really want Amber Dragon Daylight in your opening hand. You want to try to mulligan to get this card in your hand, because Type 1 ride chains only really need 2 of the grade 2, because as soon as you ride the grade 1, you instantly search the grade 2. You don't need to worry about having the grade 2 in your opening hand if you have the grade 1. Now, if you have the grade 2 in your opening hand and you don't have the grade 1 in your opening hand, you would keep the grade 2 because you want to ride the grade 2, so then when you ride up to Amber Dragon will be an 11k. So you just have to understand how the mulligan works when you're playing ride chain decks, and I think that's the main thing that kind of turns people off to these type of decks, because they get a little confused on should they run 4 of everything that's ride chain. I mean, you can definitely do that, but I feel like your grade 2 lineup suffers because you won't have as much utility in terms of like cards like Tejas or Bellicosity Dragon, or you might even have to drop like a Berserk Dragon, or potentially not even run Lava Arm Dragon at all, where I feel like Lava Arm Dragon is very good. You definitely want to capitalize on being able to play this card, because it's annoying to have to deal with when the opponent's low on boosters, and because we're Kagero, we blow up boosters all the time. We have 4 Berserks, we have 2 Tejas. I mean, there's lots of ways to handle the back row. So having this in the deck is really nice, because it's hard for, I mean, it forces the opponent to do stuff like swing into it with the Vanguard and make some suboptimal plays and stuff like that. So moving on to grade, let's just go through the grade 3. So we're running 2 Dragonic Waterfall, mainly because I only have 2. If you had more, you'd play more, I guess. I mean, he's an 11k Vanguard. This is an 11k if you have the grade 2 in the soul. So lots of 11k Vanguard capability. I mean, we have Overlord as well, but you don't ever really ride him as the Vanguard. So he's just kind of there to do his thing in the late game. And then we have Dual Axe Archdragon. I mean, you can run other things as well. I mean, you could run like Goku, although I honestly don't really think Goku's needed in here. There's a lot of ways to already deal with the back row, but you could run Goku or like Blockade. You can run Blockade if you wanted, but the deck, I feel like it doesn't really need them. I guess you could run them, but this thing, the opponent will have a hard time keeping a back row against this deck as long as you're on Amber Dragon. And we run Bellicosity to basically try to refund the cost for Amber Dragon's Counterblast 2 or Berserk Dragon's Counterblast 2. So it's pretty straightforward, or even Overlord's cost. So that's it. I mean, you can see from the choices, it's basically Berserk, Tejas, the same stuff, Bellicosity, the 12k for Amber Dragon, the grade 2. For the grade 1 lineup, it's very straightforward. I mean, you could take out Gojo. If you don't want Gojo, you could run like Joka or Kimnara, or I mean, there's lots of different choices. So I mean, that's basically the deck. We run 9 draw because Kagero. The thing with Kagero is they have to play. The reason why I don't really like playing as them that much is because they have to grind out their game. So the games tend to take a long time. Like you can't like luck sack with crit triggers the way like Bermuda can, or even OTT can run crits and they'll be absolutely fine. And because the deck has no draw power at all, like there's no Libra clone, there's no, we don't have Calamity Tower Wyvern. I mean, there's like a lot of stuff that's not in the clan right now. So draws are definitely, I feel like, the most optimal way to play the deck. You want to draw into your key pieces. You want to draw into your Amber Dragon if you don't have it in your opening hand. I mean, stuff like that. So, you want to draw your PGs. I mean, we don't have Conroe, so you're gonna have to draw into your PGs or open up with them in the opening hand. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's the deck. I mean, there's lots of ways to build the grade 3 lineup. In fact, you could get it with running like 3 Overlord and put in like some blockades or Gokus. I mean, the cool thing about Kagero is I feel like their grade 3 lineup is among the best in the game right now. They have so many good grade 3 units that it's just, there's lots of ways to build the deck. So that's my take on the deck. It's a pretty simple, straightforward one. Let me know what you guys think of the Ride Chain Amber Dragon. I don't think it will last too long. I think like next month, Dote is going to basically replace Amber Dragon. You won't see much of this unless occasionally you'll come across somebody who's still playing Amber Dragon with Blockade and like all the good stuff. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the deck profile, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.